Okay, now we'll get into the ordering procedures. Now, the ordering procedures for a single award BPA, it's pretty simple. We didn't make a slide on it. As you may already know, if you have a single award BPA, you can place your order directly with that BPA holder whenever you have a requirement. For multiple award BPAs, it depends on the value of your order. If your order doesn't exceed the micro purchase threshold, which right now is $3,000, you can place your order with any BPA holder that meets your needs. Agencies should attempt to distribute orders. Now, if your order is between the micro purchase and the SAT, so that's $3,000 to $150,000, ordering activities must provide each BPA holder with a fair opportunity to be considered. Now, what this fair opportunity in this context means, it doesn't mean you have to contact each BPA holder. If you have enough information, say you have the price lists of every BPA holder in front of you, and you consider each of those price lists before you make award, that would suffice with the fair opportunity requirements. Now, if your order is above the SAT, the ordering activity needs to prepare an RFQ that includes the exact requirement, the supplier service needed, and the basis of selection, and the ordering activity must then provide this RFQ to all BPA holders. Now, ordering activities must provide all BPA holders opportunity to submit quotes, and they need to fairly consider all responses received and make award in accordance with the selection procedures in the RFQ. Alright, when limiting sources when you are ordering from a BPA, a limited sources justification is required when you're restricting consideration to less than all BPA holders under multiple award BPAs. If your order doesn't exceed the SAT, the ordering activity just documents the circumstances restricting consideration. And these circumstances are the three that we talked about earlier: urgent and compelling need, only one source is capable, or it's a logical follow-on. If your order exceeds the SAT and you don't put your RFQ out to all BPA holders, then a detailed limited sources justification must be prepared. And that's kind of what we talked about earlier. It's a full-blown limited sources justification with all the content that's required by FAR 8.405-6 and approved by the appropriate person. Now, what are the documentation requirements for orders against BPAs? Well, for orders between micro purchase and the SAT, the only documentation required is if the ordering activity restricts consideration to fewer than all BPA holders. For orders above the SAT, requires documentation of either evidence of compliance with competitive procedures, so either document how you gave every BPA holder the opportunity to participate in this, or an approved limited sources justification if you didn't let all BPA holders participate, and the basis for your award selection. Now, annual reviews. FAR 8.405-3E requires that ordering activity contracting officers perform an annual review of all scheduled BPAs. This review must be documented in writing and included in the BPA file. And the purpose of this annual review is to determine, 1, is the scheduled contract upon which the BPA was established, if it's still in effect; 2, if the BPA still represents best value; 3, if the estimated quantities or amounts specified in the BPA have been exceeded, and whether additional price reductions can be obtained. Now, these determinations need to be documented in the BPA file. Now, this annual review has to be approved by the ordering activities competition advocate before exercising any option to extend the term of a single award BPA. So for a single award BPA, this annual review determination, can't just be signed off on by the CO. It's got to be signed off on by the ordering activities competition advocate. Okay, that pretty much concludes our presentation. I hope that you're now able to describe what a scheduled BPA is. You know why you should use it, how to establish them, and how to use them. And just to end with some links that we think you'll find useful. We have sample BPAs for you. You've never done one, you're not quite sure how to start. Some more guidance on establishing them and ordering from them, what price reductions, how they really play into BPAs, and documentation requirements. We also have a collection of FAQs on BPAs that are found on our portal. And I believe we're ready to open up the Q&A. David, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Thank you so much, Maruba, for your presentation. I'm going to switch over here to chat pod where you can type in your question up here for Maruba, and we'll get those answered in the order of the questions that we receive. If you'd like a copy of today's presentation, feel free to download the BPA files